Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A husband and wife accused of offering more than the massages they advertised at two businesses in Lapeer County. It tops our news tonight at 5. A prostitution bust that has police concerned human trafficking may have also been taking place.
The investigation began months ago, focused on two locations, one in the city of Lapeer, the other in Imlay City, east of Flint, about 60 miles north of downtown Detroit. Jason Colthorpe here in the studio with a look at who's facing charges.
Yeah, good evening, guys. This husband and wife are now each charged with running a criminal enterprise, a 20-year felony, and 2 counts each of keeping a house of prostitution.
The investigation began in April, almost by accident, with a possible exterior ordinance violation at the business on North Cedar Street in Imlay City, owned by Anthony Jewett and his wife, Ching Zhu. Police quickly discovered signs of something more than massages being offered. That led to officers going in undercover, and police say they found evidence the massage parlors were fronts for prostitution and possibly human trafficking. On August 3rd, police served 3 search warrants at different places in Lapeer County and detained 4 Chinese women on work visas as potential victims. Police believe many other women had been rotated in and out over the last year.
Police say the majority of customers were actually coming from 40 to 50 minutes away, not locals, they believe. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jason. Now to a developing story. A positive sign tonight for WNBA star Brittany Griner and Metro Detroiter Paul Whelan, both of whom remain in jail in Russia. President Biden plans to meet tomorrow with the families of Whelan and Griner at the White House. The meetings will be held separately and will be the first in-person encounters the families have had with the president. You might remember back in July, the White House said it had made a substantial proposal to get the imprisoned Americans back home, but there's been no sign of a breakthrough in talks. Paul Whelan has been held in Russia since late 2018. Griner has been stuck there since this past February.
When is a construction project more than just a road repair? We're getting the answer to that as the state welcomes a big investment that will change more than the flow of traffic. Sean Lay live with a look at the future of I-375. And Sean, that actually will not be around a few years from now.
And here's the deal, guys. You've driven on 375, but why would the Fed send $105 million to fill all this in and make it a boulevard? Here's why. Here's a classic John Lee Hooker album. You see him there with the guitar. He's standing on Hastings Street in Detroit. That used to be right here. Hastings doesn't exist anymore. It's 375. Black-owned businesses, bars, nightclubs, churches, and schools wiped out. Now there's a push here to smooth this over again and make it a boulevard.
I've been advocating for 6 years to fill in this ditch and knit this city back together.
A massive plan to fill in I-375.
We know the history. Detroit's been divided by this freeway for nearly 70 years.
And putting a boulevard in its place. 60 years ago, the construction of I-375 intentionally wiped out the vibrant Detroit neighborhood named for its rich soil, Black Bottom, and the Paradise Valley neighborhood.
And the unjust decision displaced 130,000 Michiganders. It uprooted hundreds of businesses and dozens of houses of worship.
Here in Detroit, when I-375 was built in 1964, they literally bulldozed the neighborhoods of Black Bottom and Paradise Valley, displacing so many, mostly black Detroiters.
Black Bottom, Paradise Valley, some call the soul of Detroit, with music, stars, blocks of black-owned businesses.
What was here on I-375 60 and 70 years ago was an urban boulevard, much like we see on Woodward Avenue.
Paved over on purpose. Detroit historian Ken Coleman.
The phrase has been used by governmental leaders, righting a wrong. I don't know that you can right the wrong.
Sure.
Hastings Street isn't coming back. The reality is Detroit is a very different place than it was 60 years ago.
Sure.
Our thanks to historian Ken Coleman and Local 4 photographer Alex Atwell for helping tell the story of Black Bottom, 375, and Paradise Valley. And again, Coleman says this type of situation never coming back, but again, this will be filled in. Work begins around 2025 up until 2030, again to make it a boulevard, hoping some of those businesses and neighborhoods rejoin to come back. We're live along Gratiot N375. Sean Lay, Local 4.
This is going to be absolutely fascinating to watch. All right, Sean.
Mourners from across the globe pouring into London to pay their respects to Queen Elizabeth II. Her Majesty lying in state 24 hours a day until her state funeral coming up on Monday. NBC's Bree Jackson is in London.
Crowds have stretched nearly 5 miles long as mourners patiently wait to share their last moments with the Queen.
Long lines stretching across London. People peacefully and patiently waiting to pay their respects to Queen Elizabeth II.
It's a momentous occasion, and I am finding myself feeling more emotional the closer I get.
Britain's longest-serving monarch lies in state at Westminster Hall until Monday. Thousands stopping by to grieve and express gratitude for the late Queen, who touched lives in so many different ways.
Because it's someone I've admired over my lifetime, you know.
You can see other people are getting emotional too. You can't not come here and not be emotional.
Emotions and tributes overflowing. A sea of flowers in honor of Her Majesty cover this park near Buckingham Palace. Outside the Sandringham estate, Prince William and Princess Kate viewed the growing memorial there, shaking hands with well-wishers, and William telling them the challenging walk behind the Queen's coffin brought back memories of his mother's funeral. In New York, the United Nations General Assembly held a moment of silence for the Queen. As the world bids farewell to Her Majesty, preparations for her state funeral at Westminster Abbey continue. The Queen was consulted on all of the plans.
There's a very particular relationship between this building and our Queen. This is the church in which she was married in 1947, and this is, of course, the place of coronation.
The beloved Queen holds a special place in history and in hearts, a beacon of grace and dignity, drawing mourners from near and far.
King Charles and his siblings will hold a vigil over the Queen's coffin at Westminster Hall on Friday, one of a number of ceremonies ahead of her state funeral on Monday. In London, I'm Bree Jackson for Local 4.
All right, Bree. And Kimberly Gill will be headed across the pond to cover the Queen's funeral. Her coverage will begin tomorrow right here on Local 4 and on Local 4 Plus.
Another
Summer-like day.
gorgeous day. We have been on an unbelievable streak here.
It's fantastic. We don't want it to end, though,
Yeah.
Kim.
I thought you were mad.
I know. Me
Absolutely.
too.
No, it's stunning.
He threw me
It's
off
just
there.
Another, and another, and another.
And you get a nice day. And you get a nice day.
That's right. And everybody gets a nice day. 72 degrees at Metro Airport, also at City Airport. A little cooler in Mount Clemens, 69, 71 in Pontiac, 73 right now in Howell. A little cooler than it was yesterday by about 11 degrees in Detroit and also out at Metro Airport. 9 degrees cooler today than it was at this exact same time yesterday. We had that weak frontal boundary come through, pushed our temperatures back down closer to normal, but now that's out of here, and we are left with just a few clouds across the area, also some sunshine and a very quiet evening and a warm-up headed our way. 71 at 6 o'clock tonight. By midnight, we're in the mid-60s. Last really cool night, and then the warm-up begins. We'll have your weekend forecast coming up.
All right, Kim, this year at the North American International Auto Show, it is not all about the ground-based automobiles with 4 wheels.
At noon, we got a peek at this unique vehicle right here.
This is cool.
Isn't it, though? Now business editor Rod Maloney is back with a closer look at how it works. Hey, Rod.
Okay, gang, raise your hand if you remember George Jetson. Because that's what we're talking about here. This is the stuff we've all been waiting for. And there are half a dozen companies here at the show that are trying to show off their wares. Big vehicles, small vehicles. The one behind me here is massive. But let's go out to City Airport. We traveled out there for the first time today to get a look at this. This might possibly be one of those things you'll always remember. The first time you saw an actual flying car. This is the X Turismo, and it opens up a whole new world of commuter possibilities. Sean Borman runs Aero Auto, who hopes to start selling them very soon.
Either at a personal use machine or a vehicle like this that has so much functional applications, police, fire, medical rescue, public works, public service.
To that end, they allowed Captain James Davis of the Detroit Fire Department to try it out.
Nice and smooth. I ride a Harley anyway, so it was just like riding a motorcycle up in the air. Back here on the ground at Huntington Place, we stopped by the ASX booth, ASX short for Aerospace Experience Technologies.
We've got to do something different. Traffic is taking over our lives.
Its CEO is Detroiter John Raminelli, who builds his massive cargo plane truck at City Airport.
1,200 horsepower, 6,600 foot-pounds of torque, more torque than 12 brand new Corvettes, right? I mean, this thing's a beast. I mean, it's got some real power. It'll fly 0 to 150 miles an hour in under 8 seconds. I mean, this thing's a rocket.
And back out at City Airport, this thing was a revelation.
Do you see yourself riding this to work one day?
No.
Really? Why?
No. I got 14 days and I'm retired. So.
Good answer.
Well, he understands they're not coming until about 2024, maybe 2025. But one of the things they're talking about with this vehicle is being able to do what they call intermodal, which is, in other words, like take it from the factory to the truck and then get it up in the air without having to go to the airport. So lots of interesting possibilities here and a lot of fun. Make sure you stop by this one, and there are half a dozen others. There's one that you actually sit in that you could drive and fly down at the far end, so you can check that out when you get here. Devin, back to you.
You're right. We have dreamed of this day. Although I believe it all shrunk down into George Jetson's briefcase, didn't it, Rod, at one point?
We're about 50 years away from that.
Yeah. Little ways to go.
I love it. All right, Rod.
Thanks, Rod. And Rod is going to be back at 6 with a look at how the look and feel of the auto show has changed. On the left is the 2019 show. On the right, this year's. Definitely not your dad's auto show here. Rod's going to delve into some of the differences and the reasons behind them. That's coming up new at 6.
Now, the auto show opens to the public on Saturday, the night before, always one of the biggest parties of the year. We'll have special live coverage of the charity preview Friday night, both on air and on Local 4 Plus. An hour of all the glitz, glamour, and cars that you've come to expect. It gets underway at 7 p.m., and I hope you'll join us.
We're following breaking news right now. A Detroit mother charged in connection to a shooting that killed her 8-year-old daughter. Police say the girl's 10-year-old brother found an unsecured gun while they were home. They were home alone and fired the gun, hitting her in the neck and the shoulder. This happened Tuesday. It happened in a house on Hayden near Joy Road on the city's west side. The girl was brought to a local firehouse and then taken to the hospital where she died. Her mother, Erica Safe Graham, is now charged with involuntary manslaughter and child abuse. She went before a judge this afternoon.
All right. Very busy day. Just getting started here at 5. Ahead, tough news for home buyers as mortgage rates reach a level we haven't seen in about 14 years now.
Plus, here's Megan Woods.
When you work out, you put your personal items in a locker, but a thief started to take advantage of it. Tonight, hear from victims.
Police are seeing a big problem with commuters who take Ford Road in Dearborn in the morning. I'll explain what they're looking for and how you can avoid getting a ticket.